Hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers of meaning in my readings. I'm going to touch on a few. The watching directions are down below. Check those out. If you're not familiar with them, let us pray. We dedicate ourselves in this conversation with the ancestors and the Creator and the universe to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential, and seeing behind what appears to be obstacles things clearly as they are. It is that time again. This is your spiritual world news reading. All right, now let's find out what the ancestors and the Creator and the universe sees that they don't like. Let's see what they don't like. We are outdoors again. So if you hear sounds of the outdoors, let that be a part of the video. All right, here's what the ancestors and the Creator and the universe sees that they don't like, that we're in the middle of fixing this right now. Sorry for the banging sounds, headphone people. Sorry about that. All right, here's what they see that they don't like, that we're in the middle of fixing right now. Pow. Balance. Things are imbalanced. Yeah, things are unjust. I'm getting the sensation. Things are unjust and imbalanced. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. Something is out of alignment. Yes, I know you've noticed, okay, on the planet Earth, that things are out of alignment, perhaps in your world as well as in the world. All right? They don't like that. We're in the process of fixing it. Yeah, things about to be balanced again. Yeah, absolutely. So what are we bringing to the situation that's going to be the remedy for this? And what should we be turning up that's going to be the remedy for that? All right, turn this up, and here's what we're bringing to the table right here. That's going to remedy this whole balance situation. Duality. Oh yeah. You know what I get out of that? The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Yeah. So where things were imbalanced for you, they about to be imbalanced for the opposition. Yeah. Duality. See what I'm saying? It has to be both. Okay, it's got to work both ways is the sensation that I'm getting. So whatever was done to you is going to be done to them. That's the sensation that I'm getting. Whatever happened to you is going to happen to them. Yeah, and with the supporting our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites, I get the sensation that when it does happen to the people who created imbalance and created injustice, they will not have the ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Yeah, it's not going to be graceful for them. I believe I did say that a couple of readings ago, that the children of God have a unique level of grace in everything that they do. But people who work against God and the children of God would not be able to go through those same challenges with the same grace. And that's how it's multifolded. It's multiplied. You know how people say return to sender multiplied? Right. So that's how it's multiplied. They don't have the same grace, which means what? Which means that when they go through the challenge, their response is going to create more challenge. And more challenge, and more challenge. And that is how it's going to exacerbate itself, because it's only fair. Why? Because balance is the law. That's why. Okay, now how they handle the law and their relationship to the law, is their own doing and their own choosing. So let's break it down. Ancestors, Creator, put this into perspective. All right, and let's get this transmission down to earth, down to the surface of the planet, shall we? All right, one more. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, yeah, no thanks. Fly on the wall is what I get. Fly on the wall. Yeah, and on the table. Yeah, all over the place. That's okay. Let them watch. Am I right, priesthood? Let them watch. Let them see it coming. I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, that is just joy in your heart when people can see it coming. Do you feel me? Absolutely. I love it. So, ancestors, what would you like to say to this situation here? Yeah, it's going to be hard times for these people. Yeah, it's going to be hard times. Yep, absolutely. Now, you in your hard times, you have a well-built vessel, okay, that God made, because God is in this hoe, all right? That's my, God is in this hoe card. Absolutely. But for the people who caused injustice to the divine law, to the divine children of God, they will have to deal with this lava without that finely made vessel. Okay? However, they will be provided enough of a vessel. Listen to me. They will be provided enough of a strong vessel in order to endure. Not the right word. Well, we'll go with that for now. I don't know if they're going to get through. So I don't mean to imply that they're going to get through. I don't know anything about that. What I know is it will be enough of a vessel to make sure they have to endure punishment for a lengthy amount of time. So you see what I'm saying? This vessel will be something of a torture device for the people who came against God and the laws of balance, for the people who came against the children of God and the mechanisms that work against the law and against the children of God. Yeah. They will be in somewhat of a torture device. I believe in the Bible, shout out to the real Christians, they said that people would curse God, right? The ones who wasn't in right relationship, they would still be cursing God even while God was busting their ass. And that they would beg to die. Listen to the insanity of that. Do you feel me? Like, hello? We can't help these people. We can't help them. They need this torture device. This is what's going to clear them up. It's going to take a long time. You feel me? It's going to take a long time. We got to let it happen. Okay? And it's as if they've changed us, haven't they, children of God? I don't know. If you're anything like me, they've changed us. They have darkened us. We are darkened. From roasting over the flames. Yes, we have browned and blackened. Have we not? Everybody? Okay? Have we blackened? I think we've blackened a bit. Okay? Because what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is we are so fluffy and sweet, aren't we? Children of God? We are fluffy like some fluffy white clouds. Okay? But then somebody had to come against the children of God and the divine laws of balance. And then we blackened. Didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. I think we did blacken. And now we don't mind watching people suffer, do we? I don't think we do. You know what I mean? I think we might be able to, at this point, take great joy in the suffering of the unjust. Amen. If you're anything like me, okay, maybe you ain't nothing like me, all right? But if you're anything like me, you have blackened as if I needed to blacken anymore, okay? I have blackened even more, okay? Absolutely, all right? Let us go on, okay? Let us go on. I see the insect community is loving this reading. They are hanging out which I really wish they wouldn't, but that's all right. We in their house. Okay, they in this hoe. All right, fantastic. So, fantastic. Go on, ancestors, you were saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, we got to see through the illusion things clearly as they are, and we're doing alchemy. We're doing alchemy. Yeah, we're going to change our suffering into their suffering. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because by their behavior, they have given us a license. They have certified us in our licensure. And now the Creator is saying, yes, duality. What is done to you should be done unto them. Didn't I say God is the Old Testament God? Right. Jesus is Jesus and God is God. Keep up, people. Keep up. God has not changed. All right. Absolutely. Eye for an eye. That is facts. Okay. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit Jewish at the end of the day. Right. That's Old Testament shit, y'all. All right. Y'all got to keep up with me. Okay. So here we go. All right. I'm like Jesus, I'm Jewish like Jesus. Do you feel me? All right, so yeah. These powers, these principalities here with the Emperor card, these principalities have been perpetuating enough illusions out here. Right. So we're going to change who's in control of the power dynamic up on this planet. Yeah. Side note, when I started building the pillar, can you see that? When I started building the pillar for the addiction pillar, oh my God, did the devil turn up? That's where it's at. That's the devil's Achilles heel. If he can't get you on the addiction thing, I mean, he's puny after that. He's fucking puny, ladies and gentlemen. All right? He needs the help of chemicals to keep you under control. Do you feel me? He needs the help of chemicals because it's just not natural for human beings to behave that way. It's not natural for human beings to be out of their fucking mind. It's not natural. You dig what I'm saying? Something got to really be wrong with you. Otherwise, eventually, you will float back into alignment if nothing is holding you in disalignment. So he got to hold you in disalignment. That's what the chemicals are for. Hello? Right, watch out for the chemicals, okay? You heard about the meat already, right? The fake meat that they're making from the cancer cells, right? Okay, that's public now. I didn't make that shit up. Okay, so, all right. And then they're sprinkling the gay juice and the fairy powder on the corn. Have you heard that? It's public. I didn't make the shit up. It's public. Okay, so I'm just saying. More chemicals. More and more chemicals, people. All right? That's what's coming out in the world, and that's why they're going to have a hard time. Listen, those chemicals are going to fly back in their face like some dust. Yeah, it's going to fly back in their face, and they're all going to be hyper gay, and I don't know. I've never heard of it, but I'm just saying. These things I'm making up right now, okay? Absolutely. They're going to be fucking hyper gay, addicted, all kinds of very ugly zombie apocalypse style shit. Do you feel me? Okay? So whatever, conjure something in your mind. I'm sure they'll be taking the form of that. Some sort of monster that they created. All right. So yeah. You see this? Yeah. The power dynamic is going to change. On one end, here's the thing. The children of God are getting strategic. Here with the King of Swords energy and the Emperor energy. Okay, we're thugging it out. And we will have thugged it out. As it flips, as we turn up our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites, things will be moving and shifting, and we will be hanging in there and moving and shifting and strategizing. Also, the alchemist, the strategist, that is meaningful. And then here's a major power dynamic on the central axis. Do you feel me? On the central axis. That means it's going down. Major arcana is all I'm saying. Okay? Major arcana. Look, More emperor juice. Yes, there's a fallen emperor. Yes, the emperor will fall. The imbalanced emperor will fall. Yes, the emperor who was up to no good, deceiving and playing games. Yeah, playing mind games, playing games with the minds of the people. He will fall. He will fall down and he will break his crown, and then there will be the rise of a new emperor in the way of a king of swords energy. This is the energy that we will collectively be bringing to the situation as well. You see what I'm saying about the blackening, right? Because the king of swords is not about to go back and forth with you about sentimentality. Okay, when this emperor falls down and he's like, I hurt my head, don't you care? This king of swords says, no, actually, I don't care. Actually, I care that you've broken your crown. I care that it be so. That's what I care about. I want to see your crown broken. Yeah. Right. Why? Because injustice was done. Illusions, games were played. Tricks, conjurings, black magic, not the good kind. Do you feel me? Okay? Not the good kind like black girl magic. That's the good kind. And black man magic. Black man magic. They don't talk about black man magic. That sound good. Okay, cool. Anyhow, moving along. And that's for those of us who are in good standing. Side note, black family. Everyone is not in good standing with the black family. You need more than black skin to be in good standing. Everybody in the world, listen to me. Okay, you're hearing this first from a representative straight from the black family. Everybody's not down with us. We don't represent all these people, okay, who's talking about they black and so they, no, they're not black. Their card is revoked. You know who you are, okay? You know who you are. Your card is revoked. You're not one of us. All right, so, now, see, look, sword of truth. You see what I'm saying? Sword of truth. That's all the King of Swords cares about. The truth is your crown needs to be broken. That's the truth. And let it be so. Amen. I'm with this guy, okay? I'm with this guy. Listen, sign me up. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm with this guy. He's not here to pat you on the head and to pat you up and send you to the hospital to get fixed. Although the ancestors and the Creator did say that they would have enough integrity in their vessel so that they could participate in their own suffering. You know? We don't want them dying too quickly. Not at all. Not at all. No, because they wanted us to go through all of these hard times. Right? They was putting people of the planet Earth, the children of God, through all of these hard times. No, they have to go through the hard times. We got to see it. We got to watch them. Yeah. Yes. It's the great blackening. Okay? Yeah. It's the great blackening. Abso-fucking-lutely. So, yeah, here. Look. There's still potential left. There's still potential left in what? There's still potential left in the office of the emperor. Don't let this bad emperor mess the idea of the emperor or the empire up. No, we can still have empires. We can still have them. Okay? We can still do that. We can still have municipalities, right? We can still do it. We can have governments. It's okay. All right? It's not the office or the idea of government that's the problem. It's these wacko-ass psychopaths that are the problem. It's the demon-possessed that are the problem. The people who make bad decisions for bad reasons. That's the problem. Okay? Right? King of Swords, he said that's the truth. That's facts. Absolutely. I'm with that guy. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so let's flip it over. If we're doing alchemy here, the children of God, right? We're doing alchemy. We're going to change. Okay, because in this card, the Emperor, if you meet your obligations, things go well. If you don't meet your obligations, things don't go well. So that's the alchemy that we're doing over the Emperor. This could be an Emperor who caused an imbalance, who is going to be made to meet the obligations that he is required to meet. Because here we have the Empress figure, Emperor figure, Empress figure. The Empress is to be sitting prettily. That is her office. Right. Right. That is her office, and it is your obligation, Emperor figure, to make sure that the Empress figure is able to sit prettily in her office, which means you have to be in your office doing what you're supposed to be doing instead of playing fucking games. Right? And that's in general, okay? That's generalizing, all right, about the office. Okay, so what I get is that there's some major alchemy. I get the sensation that this is the universe doing this alchemy. We are but instruments is the sensation that I'm getting, especially with the Emperor figure and the Empress figure. You know, so that's giving me avatars, not the movie, but, you know, the thing. You know, that's giving me representatives. That's what that's giving me. That's giving me representatives. And I get here with the alchemy, there's a force. We will be used as tools to facilitate the correction of the office. You see what I'm saying? As we support our ability to find harmony in all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional reality. As above, gonna be so below. Because that's the law. That's why. That's the law. Okay? So hard times for us, the children of God. Hard times for you, the unjust. You feel me? Meeting obligations for us, the children of God. Meeting obligations for you, the unjust. Yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's come over here. There's a lot of potential left. Look. We can go all the way to the Ten of Pentacles with this thing. We can do this thing. We can do this right. Okay, we can get this right. You know what it needs to be? It needs to be the children of God is running things. That's what it needs to be. That's all. And everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Because we got Ace of Pentacles and we got Ten of Pentacles reaching the goal. Okay. This is the inheritance. This is family money. This is long-term success. Long-term stability, right? And we had to go through a lot. We had to go through these tricky tricksters, theft of our divine inheritance. You know what I mean? The meek shall inherit the earth. The children of God shall inherit the earth. We had to deal with them stealing, you know, stealing the natural resources, polluting them, all the toxicity on the planet. You know, perpetuating these principles of toxicity in relationships. Telling us, you know, the right thing to do is to sacrifice yourself and never to think of yourself. And here we are just dying off because we think we're supposed to be sacrificing ourselves. Well, we have. We met our obligation to the sacrifice if that's what we needed to do. All right, now it's time to make a sacrifice out of them. Absolutely. Because as above got to be so below. That's why. It's the law. It's the great blackening. Right. Right. Their suffering is our joy. Yeah. I know. We wanted to be fluffy. We did. In heaven, we'll be fluffy. Okay? Yeah, I get the sensation in heaven we could be just as fluffy as we want to be. But here on the planet Earth, we got to be in our King of Swords energy here. Because it's about the sword of truth. We don't have time to be playing with these people. Playtime's over. World card. Hello? Right. Playtime's over, says the King of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, there's a new emperor taking office. Okay? There's a new emperor taking office. Get off on your floor. All right? Get off on your floor. Let's go deep. Let's go deeper. I hope you're hearing me and feeling me for best results. I also hope that you are chilling. because it is 70 million degrees and I can't do nothing but chill right now. All right, absolutely. So, yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. Look at here. Look who's here. Guede. That's Papa Guede. Yes, indeed. Going where demons and angels fear to tread. Going to face down the tricky trickster, the magician, going up against black magic, going up against these tricks and these tricky people. Uniquely outfitted to do such. Now, the tricks and the tricky people win the King of Swords, whoever the King of Swords is this week, and whatever that is, because collectively I feel that that energy is us, but also, on breaks down on the binary floor, that's a dude, that's a King of Swords. So anyhow, King of Swords energy, guy, dude, person, collective, going to face down the magician who's been tricking everyone in the world. Okay? And the thing that's going to happen is he's the real magician, is the sensation that I get. Okay? He's the real magician. Guede, Papa Guede, King of Swords. He's the real magician. He's the real alchemist. He's not a trickster. He's not an illusionist. Do you feel me? And because of that, he knows how to see behind these illusions. You see, that's why he's uniquely outfitted to go where demons and angels fear to tread. And what's going to happen is this tricky illusionist magician person is going to be kicking rocks. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Ooh, what are you saying right there? That's interesting. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, well, let me just give you the first thing off the top of my head. The first thing off the top of my head is he's going where demons and angels fear to tread because he's going to get the Queen of Swords. That's the first shit on the top of my head. He's going to get the Queen of Swords. But what is she doing over here is what I don't know. Okay? That's interesting. Oh, perhaps she's already there dealing with this illusionist person and he's just come to team up with her, That's interesting. Okay, hold on. Clear perception is another thing. Cutting the head off of corruption is another thing. I get teamwork out of this thing. I get teamwork. I get that they're both going where demons and angels fear to tread. Meaning the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Right. Listen, all day, every day, baby. Okay? All day, every day, any day. Hello? Facts. Look at this head. Look at this. That's the blackening, y'all. Oh, it's joy. It's pure joy. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's pure joy, says the Queen of Swords. Absolutely. That's beautiful. Now, that is the most romantic thing you've ever said to me, King of Swords. We want to go cut some heads off, girl? Want to go cut the head off of corruption, girl? Well, that is lovely. Yeah. Yes. You have every reason to be upset. Okay, enter the Empress. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, this is the angry Empress. Okay, so they tried to have the Empress. Somebody tried to have the Empresses of the world kicking rocks. I get these, magicians and municipalities and the tricky tricksters have tried to launch an assault against the King of Swords of the world and the emperors of the world, the real emperors, and thereby hurting as well the the empresses of the world, deceiving the empresses of the world into thinking that they are the emperors. Meanwhile, suppressing the real emperors of the world, causing the imbalance, of course. Darkening our mood here with the angry empress. Darkening our mood. I'm sorry, yeah, there we go. Darkening our mood. Okay? But see, she is the corn mother. So, whoever these tricksters are have done themselves a disservice by darkening the mood of such a fluffy, light-hearted, sweet, loving individual. Because when that energy turns dark, the world turns dark. And then there will be hard times manifest because she is in charge of growth and what is manifest in the third dimension and multi-dimensional layers of reality. It's many layers, says the Empress. Yeah. So where they thought they was ready for one thing, they didn't think about all the layers that they wasn't ready for. Yeah, because suffering is suffering, people. Hello? Right. Suffering is suffering. It's not about, if you think it's suffering. No, it's suffering. Period. Like the sun is the sun and water is wet. It is what it is. Like that. As above got to be below. Hello? See? Somebody made war with the Empress. And they were corrupt. And the office, because this is the big picture, right? The office of the Empress. They wanted to control creation. See, the magician is sitting up in here in the laboratory making fake meat out of cancer cells. 3D printing organs. Right? Oh, look how smart we are. Look how smart we are. Okay. Are you? Because it's many layers. They about to see things clearly because she cuts the head off of corruption, the Queen of Swords, just in case somebody gets it twisted, and she reseats the head so you can see things clearly like she does. Yeah, because as above got to be below. It got to be so below. It has to be. You have to have the sword family. Else it's not complete. The office of the empire is not complete without the sword family. It's critical. Because that's the legal people. These are the legal people. You feel me? Your society is not complete without law and order. Yeah. You need law and order in your society. Otherwise, it will fall from corruption. Simple. Hello? Simple. So somebody made war with the Empress, this fallen emperor who was corrupt, playing games, doing dark magic or whatever, many layers. All right. Darkening her world. Darkening her world. Darkening the world. Because Guede is going where demons and angels fear to tread. Remember the Valley of the Shadow, right? For those of you who've been rocking with me, the Valley of the Shadow of Death. Okay, not just death. It's the valley and it's the shadow. All right, so you get all those layers in there, and then pow, you dealing with Guede after that. So you see what I'm saying? So she, as the world darkened, as this fallen corrupt emperor darkened the world for the empress. I said the empress. For the empress, she had to go talk to her people that live in dark places and go to dark places. Because she was like, yo, I'm in a dark place. I'm feeling kind of dark. I need the dark people. You dig what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not talking about race, but it could be race, many layers. Okay? But I'm not talking about race. Okay? I'm talking about energy. Energy. Okay. So, yeah, look. Doing what she and only she could do. So she took off all of her doodads that she was going to wear to the Grammys. Right? She had to take off her nice dress. Okay? She had to take off all her church clothes. Okay? And she had to go get her sword. Her head-cutting sword. Yeah. Now, why you make me do that? Why did you make me do that? Magician, tricky, trickster, fallen, corrupt emperor guy? Now, why did you make that happen? Because you know as above got to be so below. Yeah, this fool didn't know. He had himself fooled is the sensation that I get. He had himself fooled. He tricked himself. Yeah, he outsmarted himself. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he obviously thought the Empress, since she was all fluffy and dressed up for the Grammys, he obviously thought he could get easily at her because, you know, there was no real emperor around. You know, he didn't know she could handle herself. He didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, he was just looking at this pretty little thing over here. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, so I don't know. He was trying to stop her from going to the Grammys. Yeah, he was trying to stop her. So she stopped. So then she stopped and turned around and was like, okay, I can't go to the Grammys. All right, cool. Let me go get my head cutting sword. Because since I don't have nothing to do today, I might as well cut your head off and focus on that. Hello? Right. In the meantime, some other scene, some other place, there's a King of Swords energy, the real emperor. The real emperor who what do you call this guy? The corrupt emperor energy, office, whatever entity is trying to suppress. Okay, meanwhile, he's percolating up. Getting his shit together, getting his head cutting sword off, you know, strategizing. Right. The real alchemist. About to suit up and go where demons and angels fear to tread, because that's how he gets down. Do you feel me? Hello? Listen, one monkey can't stop no show. That's what I know. All right? Let us move on. Look at here. Money. War over money. War over the environment. You see what they're doing on this planet, right? Okay? You see what they're doing. They're playing games with the environment over money. Over what the Empress produces. What the Empress produced for all of the children of God to benefit from. They want to control it. They want to fake it. Okay? But trying to fake it never makes it. This we all know. Hello? Right. So, doing what you and only you can do, they didn't want you to do what you could do. They didn't want you to do it. They don't want you to have a clear path. They might have paid to block your path. They might be paying to stop you from walking your path. They might be paying people off because there's corruption here. Okay, that's why the Queen of Swords is here, because war, corruption, money, making money through war, blocking the natural resources and the beauty of life, angering the forces, especially the feminine. Especially those things that are represented by the feminine, like food, you know what I'm saying? Plants, medicine, all the life-giving shit. You know what I'm saying? Also cutting people off from their higher consciousness. Because here we're guided by the spirit. And we're going where demons and angels fear to tread, and then here's the angry empress. I get the sensation that this is the darkening. You know what I mean? When you're cut off from the spirit, you can't think any of these fluffy thoughts. You can't reach the fluffy thoughts. It's the great blackening. You don't feel fluffy. You feel like cutting a motherfucker's head off. And it is so. It's righteous, because the angry empress has every reason to be upset, and she has the licensure to grind people into powder. Do you feel me? Didn't I say sprinkling fairy dust and gay juice on the corn? That's the corn mother. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. I'll be deciding, me and the emperor will be deciding the sexes of children. and the sexual preferences of children and the balance of energy on the planet and what's natural and normal for humanity. Not these engineers, illusionist people who's paying people off and making war with God. Essentially, ultimately, but what's above got to be so below. Let's hit it on the central axis right here. Get off on your floor. Yeah, karma. I know that is right. So that's why their suffering is our joy. You see what I'm saying? You see the duality. Right? Excuse my nail. You know what I mean? Duality. You see the duality. Duality. You see it. Okay. This is the new emperor. As the new emperor takes control, takes power, as the power shifts with the everlasting movement among all opposites, right? Karma's the law. Balance, karma, the law, justice. Okay, so bam, pow, like that. All right, fantastic. So, what was done to you has to come and return back to them. So that's why as you take power, because I don't know if you're anything like me or anything like some of the people I know, they're like, why does my gain have to be somebody else's loss? Well, apparently it has to, because they chose to be in opposition to you. They chose. It has nothing to do with you. You are you. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But they chose to be in opposition to you, so that means when the wheel spins, you being on top means they're on the bottom. They decided to be, in opposition. That's their problem. So here it is. They got to pay this karma. So as you take power, as you come into power, the children of God, they have to pay karma. It's karma for them. You taking power is karma for them. It's suffering. It's hard times for them. It's a torture device for them. It's a time and an age of suffering for them. Just like it was a time and an age of suffering for us. Signed and notarized by God here. God card. Hello. How you doing? Right. They're going to be exposed because this is illumination. Right? The sun lights up everything. Light everywhere. We're going to see everything. See what? See the karma. See what you paid and see now what they have to pay. We're doing karmic accounting here. So as we take power and as we stand in our power and as this age of our power unfolds, it is a review of the Akashic records. It's a review of the accounts. You know what I mean? And then we have to tally up what they owe us. And everything that's acknowledged is going to be suffering to them. Everything that's acknowledged is going to be exposure to them, cutting off the head of corruption. Everything that we point out is going to be them falling one more notch down the rabbit hole. Do you feel me? They're going to be all in their head. That's how the King of Swords energy is going to affect them. They're going to be all in their head, looking at the things that they cooked up, reflecting on all of the strategic tricks and illusions that they perpetuated in order to steal and be corrupt and pay for war and be warlike and block our path and darken and blacken the mood of lovely people. Lovely people. So they know better than we do that we have every reason to be upset. Okay? They know better than we do. Yeah. So they know their karma's coming. They know it. They know it. They just thought that, they could be cavalier about it. Like, fuck it, I'm going to go for broke. Fuck it. I'm going down anyway, so I might as well, cav blast. But they didn't understand the multi-dimensional layers of reality. You will not enjoy your suffering. Hence the word suffering. Yeah. No, you're not going to be at ease with your suffering. You are going to suffer your suffering. Right. Right. Because that's what suffering is, ladies and gentlemen. The children of God can tell you all about suffering. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, you can't handle this. I promise. Because what got us through, ladies and gentlemen? Right. God. Right. That's what got us through. What do these people have? Nothing. Right. Let us move on. I hope you're chilling. Yeah. She who knows. She who knows. Oh, yeah, this is great. This is great. This is going to work out in the real emperor. This is going to work out for the office of the emperor and for the age of the new empire. This is going to work out in everybody's favor who's in right relationship with God, because I get the sensation that this tricky trickster was trying to cover up evidence, trying to hide evidence, cover up evidence, sneak. That's why the sneaking. That's why the sneaking, because, the cowardice, the bitchassery, you know what I'm saying? And, because if you really had balls, you would have volunteered to stand in the sunlight. You would have volunteered, because this is vampirical in nature. Of course, you can't stand in the sunlight because you don't have the makeup for that sort of thing. You would disintegrate, right? By being exposed to the light. So, lucky for everyone, even though this guy, Tricky Trickster, tried to put, smoke screens over everyone's eyes so no one knows what they're looking at or understands what's happening or can find the evidence. That's okay. High Priestess, she has it. She got a copy. She got a copy of the record. Yeah, absolutely. She got some surveillance video and shit. She got some voice recordings. Yeah. She's got evidence. That's okay. That's okay. The world was destroyed here. The world was destroyed in the past. No problem. No problem. I kept a few records. Yeah. That's what the High Priestess said. It was quiet. Yeah. She knew things that were incendiary. Here, we're in the boiler room. Right? Where they melt down the mirror and make new ones. Yes, whatever she was holding is incendiary. But she had to keep it under a calm, cool surface. She had to keep it on the low. Secret knower. Secrets. Shh. Secret. Okay? She had to wait for divine time for it to be exposed. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. It was hard. Look at this crying. Broken-hearted Empress and the tears of God. The tears of God. Oh my God. The suffering. Oh my God, the suffering. It's like Hellraiser. Oh my God. It's a playground of suffering these people are going to be in. Oh, it's going to be the great adventures of suffering for these people. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's going to be bumper cars of suffering. There's going to be the roller coaster of suffering. And then that fast spinning thing, that centrifuge thing that they have and shit that could get you ready to be on the rocket ship, that thing. Oh my God, it's going to be the fun house of suffering. It's going to be all kinds of suffering for these people. It's going to be multi-dimensional layers of their reality. Yeah. Multi-dimensional layers. Yeah. And my words are so puny compared to the reality that they're going to be experiencing. Because you remember the suffering you was doing, right? Children of God? Do you remember what got you from the fluffy clouds all the way to the blackening? Do you remember what it felt like to take that journey? Well, multiply that by about 100. And then see your enemies. They're going to be going through that. Absolutely. You didn't want to have to be so cutthroat like the Sword family. But the Creator said there's a divine place and cause and purpose for the Sword family, and everybody is welcome. Hello? Balance. So what I'm getting here is that your suffering will be tallied, your suffering will be revealed, and therefore it will provide a reference point for the multiplication and return. It will give the multiplication figure. Like, we're going to figure out what X is. Okay? And then whatever X is, boom, multiplied by to the whatever power is the sensation that I'm getting. Okay? And these are some of the secret files that have been collected. So she's got the secret files. I get the sensation that she was waiting for some shit to, bake in the oven about the whole thing. Okay? The high priestess. Okay? So she was cutting some shit out before it became a problem so that the wheel of fortune could turn properly. Like waiting so that she could hit her target accurately and effectively. Okay? And this doesn't have to be on the binary floor. It could just be the intuition. Told you something, told you to wait, hold that. Hold that. It for the perfect time. Do you feel me? And then we would be able to turn this Ace of Pentacles destruction of the past situation into the potential of the new, rising to the level of 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, because I get the sensation that they wanted you to put yourself in at a disadvantage. They wanted the children of God to put themselves at a disadvantage. So that you would be, I guess, cut out before you became a problem. But instead, you cut, that possibility out before it became a problem. Let's go further and let's wrap it up. Oh, flies. Lots of flies on the wall. Lots of watching. Lots of surveillance. Lots of eyes on you, children of God. Good, let them watch. Right, exactly, King of Swords. Death. Right, that's what I'm thinking, says the Queen of Swords. Yeah, death. Absolutely. Death to the bullshit. Using the truth as an instrument to do it. It's not a game. Death is a real thing. See, the King of Swords is not playing. Neither is the Queen of Swords. I'm loving these people right now. I'm loving these people. They are team working like a motherfucker right now. I love it. Yeah, they got this motherfucker surrounded. That's what I know. Okay? Because the King of Swords is not doing this based on ego. He's not like, I'm the King of Swords. I'm the real emperor. He's not doing that. He simply is that. He simply is that. Enough said. He will let his sword do the talking. Do you feel me? Facts. He will let his sword do the talking. And this is the spirit of the real law right here. Okay? This God the Father energy. Absolutely. He will let his sword of truth do the talking. And the sword of truth says the bullshit is over. Okay? Playtime's over. Playing, but it's not a game. Playtime's over. World card. Right? Death to the games. Death to the games. Right. 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 The bullshit is, we're done here. We're done here with the bullshit. Right. Death to this hasty young bullshit right here. Yeah. Death to that. Death to the motherfuckers who's young-minded, immature, juvenile, and don't understand that this is not a game. Death to that bullshit. Death to the egos of those people. It's going to be a big impact, too. It's going to be a very big impact. Children of God they're going for what they passionately want, though. And again, you know, the emperor's loss is this other fake ass emperor's. I mean, the fake ass emperor's loss is this real emperor's gain. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the duality, in terms of the everlasting movement among all opposites. These guys are opposite from one another. They're opposite. So as this one comes up, the righteous one and the correct one, on whatever level, many layers. Okay, maybe it's not a dude, maybe it's just an energy. You know already what it is. You know, now this fool gonna be suffering from his own activity, from his own decision to oppose the reality of the emperor. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, see? Yes. Okay, so, all right, well, something is going on in the background with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. With the real emperor and the real empress, I don't know what's going on, but I feel that they're, from a distance, you know, something is going on with them. Between them, they have an expanded awareness of one another. They have a psychic connection. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet. Nobody can hear them because they're not using words right now. They're using their mind. Abso-fucking-lutely. Listen, don't end up in Narnia, y'all. Calm down. Okay? Is all I'm saying. Calm down. This is just a demonstration. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, look. Emotional connection. Wow. That is the subplot, y'all. Something is going on with the Sword family. All right? They're having like some sort of, you know, psychic flirtation over cutting the heads off of corruption. Okay? Like, this is a romantic night out for these motherfuckers. Okay? They are, they're having a romantic psychic night out. Okay? While cutting the head off of corruption, of these corrupt motherfuckers who has done them injustices. You know, like they're bonding over the business of justice. They are bonding over you know, putting the bad guys in their place. They are bonding over this quietly, psychically. I don't know how this is all working out for you in your world, okay? But this is kind of hilarious because how do that work? Okay. But it does, though, at the same time. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It is what it is. As above, got to be so below. Things are manifesting. Okay. They're both thugging some shit through. They're winning. And these corrupt motherfuckers are losing. So, children of God, you're winning. And these corrupt motherfuckers are losing. All right? And I'm going to leave it right there. Absolutely. I hope that message meant something to you. If you need a personal get in contact with me, like, share, and subscribe for more visits to the space station like these. All right? Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.